on at BBC Radio York at 25 to 2 here of a Saturday afternoon. Now, we're not into October yet, but thoughts are already turning to the bank holidays next year and what we can do with them and how we get the most out of them. And one York man who's planning something new is Stuart Kelly. He's from the Apollo Festival, and I thought we'd get him in to find out a bit more about this, because you came and knocked at the front door and you've got this new festival on, and you're keen to sort of spread the word. So thanks for coming in, man. Nice
Thank you. No, thank you.
So where did this come from then? Where did this idea come from?
It came about 3 years ago. I had this mad idea that I'd organise a festival, and it just developed and just got bigger and bigger, and it started as a little thought in my mind, and then before I know it I was snowballing and just got bigger and bigger and bigger, and then I just thought, no, let's do it, let's go for it, let's make it big.
Let's go for this.
Let's do this, yeah.
So what's sort of the ethos behind it then? I mean,
we want to raise money for Teenage Cancer Trust. It's something I haven't been involved with personally, but a lot of music I listen to, they all raise money for teenage cancer. So it's something I'm keen to do. One in 6 kids aged 13 to 24 get cancer.
Wow.
That's about 2,000 people a year.
Yeah, it's incredible.
So we need to raise some money for it, really. And if we can do it via music and a festival and a good time, we're having a good thing there, yeah.
So this is, I mean, I've often thought, really, because all of the festivals you see, right, and there are a lot of festivals all across the country, and there's a fair few here.
None as good as this one.
They all start with someone with an idea, and it's how easy is it to sort of to get this off the ground, because you've got to make it happen?
Well, if you ask my wife, she'll tell you it's not very easy, but you need people who share your ambition, really. Someone who'll listen to you. You need to be prepared to get told no 10 times before you get yes once.
Yeah.
The amount of people who said, you're taking too much on, you're doing this, you're doing that, and I thought, are they right? No, they're not right. I know what I want, I'm focused.
Yeah.
It's gonna happen, it's gonna be big. It's a lot of work. There is a lot of work, but it's only because I want this to be huge. If you want to put on a little fete, then it's not much work in it at all. Okay. You know, no disrespect to them people, but this is going to be something big, and it will be bigger every year.
Right.
So yeah, who knows? In 10 years, where we'll be? Who knows?
So you're taking this. Obviously, you're deadly serious about this.
Oh, yeah, 1,000%. Yeah.
This is something that you really want.
Yeah.
So what kind of stuff will be at the festival then?
Well, we've got obviously a large fun fair attending. Okay. They're coming. We've got stalls selling things like cupcakes, clothing, jewellery, etc. Climbing wall, music. Some of that, what I believe is some of the best local bands we have.
Yeah. Well, York's got a great scene, hasn't it?
I think so.
Some real talent.
Yeah, I think so. And this is what I think York's missing. I think we're missing something. We've got the Gold Trees and the others. I'm not plugging any others, but we've got the others. And I believe that we need a festival within York's bar walls that can showcase the talent that we have.
Yeah.
So they're not going, out of town, and we're doing it here, right here.
Well, it's the way, isn't it? Because people, they're from here. They get together. They write the songs. They get good, and they perform some really great stuff. But it's like we nurture the bands, and then they go away and get a name for themselves, and then come back and do gigs. But actually, it'd be nice to help get the spotlight on them a bit better.
Definitely, I agree with that. Totally agree with that. And I think this is what the Apollo is. I think the Apollo's something where young bands can showcase their talents, increase the profiles, become bigger and better and well known within the city. And at the same time, we're doing it for a good cause, for the cancer.
So down to brass tacks. You want to hold a festival, you've got to have somewhere to stage it, and you've got to know when.
We do have somewhere to stage it. It's at the Acorn Rugby Club on Thanet Road in York. It's May of next year. The date is yet to be confirmed, but the date that's been thrown around is the last bank holiday Sunday in May of next year. So keep your diary free.
Good holding it on a Sunday as well. So you've got a day's recovery after and a day to build up before, right? Yeah, you're a smart man.
Clear up, obviously I won't be drinking.
You'll be there with a brush.
That's the one.
Taking care of it. The place you want to hold it, right? The club. They're on board, and they're
fantastic.
Come along and do it.
They're absolutely fantastic. Believe it or not, I've had a lot of knockbacks with the grounds.
Yeah.
People saying, yeah, we'll do it, and then
saying no.
Yeah, and to be honest, I'm glad that they did that, because if they hadn't have done that, I wouldn't have found the place I've got now, and we wouldn't be at the stage we're at now. So everything happens for a reason. I'm a big believer in that, and the Acorn, that's what it's going to be next year. That's what's happening.
So the thing is, as well, with York, you've got to start things quick and get them in place early, haven't you? Because you've got to there's a lot on. There's always something going on. So it's nice to have something new to look forward to, and brand spanking new. This not been done before. So maybe the second bank holiday in May next year is where you're aiming to do this. Things will change. There'll be news leaking through, of course, and you'll be releasing names of bands who are confirming new things. How can we find out more about this? There is a website that'll be live next week. Of course,
we're going to press next week with that. At the moment, you can get in touch with us by York Gig Guide.
Yeah.
Phil at York Gig Guide has been fantastic. I know he's listening, so I just want to say thanks. He's been absolutely amazing.
Yeah.
But you can get in touch with us through that, through our Twitter, which is at Apollo Festival, or Facebook, which is Apollo Festival York.
Brilliant stuff.
As many people, if you something as little as I can help volunteer for the day, if you can come forward, it doesn't matter what you think you can or can't do. We'd be interested to talk to you.
That's brilliant. So I mean, it will be if everything comes together, and you're, like I say, you seem a dedicated man and a confident guy about this. You're going to work your socks off to get this to happen. It's going to be like it's a new festival for York, in a way by York, by the people of York as well. So
that's a good way of putting it. It is. It's not about me.
No.
And it's not about what my ego is. It's not about that, and I can guarantee that. It's about what the festival can do, what we can bring to the city, what the bands can bring. What we can just provide the city. It's not about me. It's not about me.
So ApolloFestival.co.uk when it goes live next week.
It is, yeah.
And there it is. And you've got all sorts of good people coming along, and local bands. And actually, interestingly, if you want to know some of the bands that Stuart's got coming on, and you want to hear some of them, Introducing is a great place, because you'll find them later.
Well, Jenny has been another one. Jenny has been fantastic. Spent some time with her on the phone early doors, and she pointed me in the right direction, and I think she tried to bring me down and say, you're not going to do this from early doors. I was like, I'm going to do it. I will.
Do you know what? I can't wait to see it.
Yeah,
I can't wait to see it. Next May will be the time. Something new for the calendar. And just it's facebook.com/the Apollo Festival, right? Or Apollo Festival. And
Apollo Festival York.
The Apollo Festival York. And on Twitter, it's
at Apollo Festival.
Brilliant stuff. It's been nice to meet you, Stuart.
Yeah, you too. Yeah,
and get in touch with the guys if you feel you've got something you can add and you can help out with. And good luck. Can't wait to go next year.
Nice one.
Cheers, mate. Ta-da.
Cheers.
Take care. BBC Radio York.